Good afternoon, Bears, and welcome back to Bear News. I hope you had a wonderful spring break. We're so glad that you're back with us. Today, I'm joined by Nathan Kitchen.
Hi, thank you for having me, Shelly, as your co-host today and everything.
Of course, I'm excited. You and I haven't co-hosted together yet.
This is our first time, that's what I realized, yeah. How was your spring break, by the way?
My spring break was great. I did a lot of relaxing, a lot of well-deserved relaxing. How about you?
I did a lot of well-deserved relaxing, too. I actually took a trip to Lake Havasu in Arizona.
Wow.
The lake was honestly the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Wow, I've never been there, but I'll have to check it out.
Definitely check it out, definitely for spring break.
Well, now we're gonna check out some news. This past week marks the 4-year anniversary of the COVID-19 pandemic shutdown. During that time, many students here at UNC lost out on finishing their high school senior year, and some lost out on their entire year. The class of 2020 was sent home just 2 months before graduation, finishing their year indoors and on Zoom. The class lost out on spring sports, prom, and had to graduate from their vehicles months later. The class of 2021 began and finished their senior year in a hybrid schedule. Student sections were non-existent, pep rallies were forbidden, and school dances simply didn't happen. Many students who played sports in spring finished them late in June, weeks after graduating. To this day, schools have never fully returned to normal, with many professors turning to strictly online classes and paper homework ceasing to exist. We'll keep you updated on anything that happens with any pandemics anytime soon.
This morning, travel store and gas station chain Buc-ee's opened their first location in Colorado. The store opened to the public bright and early at 6 a.m. The new 74,000 square foot Buc-ee's is about 30 minutes away from Greeley in Johnstown. The chain is known for their fun souvenirs, barbecue sandwiches, and being open around the clock, so you better check it out.
Students who traveled for spring break may have flown on a Boeing airplane. Recently, a string of safety-related issues has landed the Boeing company in hot water. Last week, a whistleblower who had brought forward the allegations against Boeing was found dead in his car. In 2017, a review done by the U.S. regulator, the Federal Aviation Administration, did confirm some of Barnett's concerns. Days before his death, Barnett participated in questioning by Boeing's lawyers in a lawsuit against the company. He was scheduled for additional questioning the following day. After not appearing, Barnett was found dead in his truck in a hotel parking lot from an apparent self-inflicted wound. This follows an incident in early January when an unused emergency exit door blew off a brand new Boeing 737 MAX shortly after takeoff from Portland International Airport. Earlier this month, the FAA said that a 6-week audit of Boeing and the subcontractor Spirit AeroSystems had found multiple instances where the companies had allegedly failed to comply with manufacturing quality control requirements. John Barnett was a former quality control manager at the North Charleston Boeing plant for over 3 decades. That plant is responsible for building Boeing 787 Dreamliners. We'll keep you posted on any updates as this story progresses.
This past Wednesday, House lawmakers approved legislation forcing ByteDance, a Chinese internet company, to sell its popular app TikTok. The bill states that TikTok must be sold within 6 months to a buyer that satisfies the United States government. If ByteDance refuses or can't sell TikTok, it would become unlawful to distribute in the U.S. Lawmakers in the White House have expressed concerns that TikTok's Chinese ownership poses a national security risk because the Chinese government could potentially use the app to gain access to American data or run a disinformational campaign. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that this bill is not meant to ban the app.
First of all, this is not a ban on TikTok. I'm a grandmother of teenagers. I understand the entertainment value, the educational value, the communication value, the business value for some business on this. This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe, a winner, a winner.
She went on to say that TikTok is actively being used in other countries to suppress their people. Many were left confused by her statement. For now, TikTok is safe as the bill is currently in the hands of the Senate. We'll update you as more information comes out. Up next, we have Sam with the weather. Take it away, Sam.
Thanks, Nathan. Well, if you weren't here over spring break, Colorado had some historic snowfall over the last few days, with places around Denver and Colorado Springs reaching above 20 inches of snow. But we didn't get any of that historic snowfall here in Greeley. We'll take a look outside right now in Greeley because we have really nice weather, as it is currently 57 degrees across campus. And I'll show you what I'm tracking for the week for our weather headlines, as I am tracking a warming trend to come our way for this week. and also getting a little windy probably for Thursday, and tracking some chances for some rain showers to come our way later this week. But for our highs today, staying into the 50s, almost reaching those 60s along the front range. But looking to tomorrow is when we will get those 60-degree temps, as Greeley will have a high of 63 tomorrow, also 62 over in Fort Collins. But looking at our highs for the next 5 days, this is that warming trend I'm talking about. As you can see, this blue line is our average temperatures, and we are on just a slight trend, especially getting 66 onto Thursday. But I'll show you getting into the rest of this week what we're dealing with, as Tuesday is technically our first day of spring, but that happens Tuesday night. So Wednesday is our first official day of spring, and even staying in these spring-like temperatures, spring-like conditions, except looking towards Sunday, having a chance of some rain showers coming our way. But I will keep you updated on that for Bear News Friday. We'll head back to the desk with Shelly.
Thanks, Sam. I know I'm excited about that 60-degree weather that we're getting later this week, especially on Thursday. So, Tailored Textiles is in search of your fruit and vegetable scraps. The group is hosting a tie-dye event later this month using those scraps to make natural food dye. They'll take pretty much any part of your fruits and veggies. To donate your scraps, reach out to Tailored Textiles at the Instagram below.
This Saturday, March 23rd at 1 p.m., the UNC Cancer Rehabilitation Institute is hosting the Northern Colorado Ninja Warriors event, sponsored by the Frank Gale Faith Not Fear organization. The FGFNF was founded by Kay Firestone, who was inspired by the loss of her husband, Frank Gale, who battled cancer for 8 years. This event is hoping to be a great time of spirited competition and entertainment for the whole family, while raising money to support cancer survivors in Northern Colorado. If you wish to participate, visit the Frank Gale Faith Not Fear website to sign up.
We are currently halfway through the spring semester, and you know what that means. Time to get prepared for next semester's classes. Registration for the upcoming summer and fall semesters will be opening on April 1st, and there are a few things students need to do before adding any classes. Students should start by viewing their progress and degree works and scheduling an appointment with their academic advisor to figure out what classes they need to take. Your advisor will also provide a code you'll need to enter before adding any classes to your schedule. Depending on the current credits a student has, some won't be able to register until later in April. Check the link below to find out what day you register. Okay, well, I'm not particularly excited about registration, but I am excited about getting to Nathan's Almanac.
Oh, it is that time, isn't it? It's been a while. We had a little break in there, but I'm back. And I'm ready to answer more questions for the UNC audience over here about sports.
Well, great. I'm ready to ask questions, so let's get started.
Thank you.
Nathan, how many Stanley Cups have the Avalanche won?
Oh, okay, now I know. Okay, so I'm not really an Avalanche fan, but I know they've won 3 of them.
Really?
And they've won, the first one they won was 1996, their second one was 2001, and then most recently, 2 years ago, they won in 2022.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You are brushing up on your sports.
Yeah.
So which NHL player holds the record for most Hart Trophy wins?
So Hart Trophy is like their NHL's version of the MVP, basically, in their sport. So for that, it's going to be the legend himself, Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky still holds the record today. He has 9 Hart Trophies.
Wow.
So basically, he has 9 MVPs out of all the NHL.
He is truly the most valuable player.
I would say he was the GOAT of NHL, of hockey, basically. I would say that. Yeah.
Okay. What former Avalanche goalie has the record for all-time saves?
Ooh, that is a good one. And I know this answer because when I was a kid in elementary school, I used to read the Guinness Book of World Records. And Guinness Book of World Records also has sports as well. So I'm going to go with former Avalanche goalie Patrick Roy. It's spelled actually like Roy, but it's Patrick Roy. I think he was like over like 11,924 saves total. He still holds that record today for the Avalanche, all-time saves leader.
Wow.
Yes.
There's a lot going on in the NHL that I didn't even know about.
Yeah, just, those Guinness Book of World Records and almanacs do help when you read them when you're younger.
Well, now I've got some questions I don't know if you're prepared for.
Man, just give it to me. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. Ready for anything.
How many gold medals has Simone Biles won at the Olympics?
Oh, man. And I've been recently brushing up on my Olympics, too, because since we have Paris coming up in the summertime, I'm going to say she has won about 4 of them.
You're right. She has 4. She won 4 gold medals at the 2016 Olympics in vault, floor, individual, and team all around. And that year, she also won a bronze in beam.
That's right, and that's right. I remember that too, because I was going into sophomore year of high school. I think every day I watched the Olympics, no matter what. So I was like fully invested in everything. So I feel like that's why I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch them the whole time this time around?
I will. I usually do. I do get pretty hooked on watching the Olympics, so it'll probably be the same as the few prior Summer Olympics, probably.
Okay. So now we're gonna switch over. Who is the head coach for UNC's baseball team?
Oh, well, I've been researching a lot on the UNC Bears site anyways. So our current head coach for baseball is Mike Anderson. He's currently in his 2nd season as the Bears head coach. And you know what's a fun fact about him as well? You know what I found out about him? He's an alumni here at UNC.
I did. That was the one fun fact that I wrote down. Also a UNC alum. Okay, last question. What does our usual head anchor, Sophia Tavanello, play on the club soccer team?
Oh,
position?
man. And here's the thing. I've been told I remember Sophia telling me this like a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when we co-hosted each other on Bear News Monday. I'm going to say she's a defender.
She plays defense.
Thank you.
You did it.
Wow.
Well, the good news is that we're not going to get in any trouble with Sophia Tavanello back there. She is currently producing. We're not going to get in any trouble with her for not knowing what she plays.
No trouble at all. We're going to be fine.
But great show overall today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too, Nathan.
I had a lot of fun today. This is a great first time for us co-host, and hopefully we can do it in the future a little bit more, huh?
Yeah, hopefully we can do it again, and we hope that you join us right here on Bear News on Friday. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you later.
Have a great Monday.